Hey, what's going on, guys? I wanted to do a video about making or improving a training program. So a friend of mine sent me this training program that he made, and he wanted to have my opinion about it. So I'm gonna share with you exactly my thought process when I make a program or when I improve something that already exists. I really improve programs. I'd rather do them from scratch, or at least like grab a template and change it a little bit. But yeah, let's get going. So first thing I noticed with this is that there are way too much exercises. There are 9 exercises per session. That's like way too much, especially if you don't have the time. And there are many exercises he can replace with compound lifts. So this is the first issue. The second issue is that you can notice that in this day it's very upper body heavy. There is no lower body exercise here, but in day 2 and day 3 there are a lot of lower body exercise. Okay, so here the issue is the imbalance when it comes to recovery. Okay, so you're going to do basically here you have lower body stuff Wednesday and Friday, and then you wait Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 4 days until you do lower body again. Okay, and also there isn't enough recovery between this day and this day, while there is a lot of recovery between this day and when the week and between, let's say, this day and this day. Okay, so first thing I will do is okay, let's say this is version 1 and this is version 2. So first thing I would do is just this. Okay, like this is the most basic improvement you can do on this program. So you have you have less time between the first squat day and the second squat day, and also you have, more importantly, you have some kind of recovery day when it comes to the lower body between the two of them, because here between day 2 okay, Monday. Okay, so between Wednesday and Friday there is 1 day of recovery, but now there are 4 days. Okay, or maybe 3 days depending on how you count. So yeah, that's first improvement. Then let's look at the exercises. Okay, Romanian deadlift, yes. Overhead press. So one thing we could improve here is the fact that there is no lower body training this day. So we could move some lower body things from these 2 days to here. So here I'm trying to find what I can do about this. In this also, you can notice that in this day there's way too much hip stuff. So squat, Romanian deadlifts, and hip thrusts, they all hit like the glutes. So it's a lot. Lunges too. It's way too much. So what lower body can we put here? We can put Romanian deadlifts here. Okay. So it's going to be a squat day, overhead press, and hip thrusts. Lunges, honestly, I don't see the point. Like, we could even put the lunges here. I mean, I don't see the point after a day of squats. That's the thing. So we have squats here. Overhead pressing, I'd increase the volume of the overhead pressing. I'd 3 sets of 8, why not? I'd make them 3 sets of 6, maybe 2 sets of 6 and then 2 sets of 6, with lower weight, because in Friday we do overhead pressing 312. 312 is, it's hard as fuck. Like usually when you do so much volume, in the third, fourth, fifth set, it becomes really hard to just finish everything. Yeah, we can keep it this way for now. So this is like, let's say, squat. Basically what I will try to do is having 2 compound lifts every day, two main compound lifts, and then have additional stuff. So here it's going to be the squats. I'm gonna put 4 sets of 5, maybe even 5 sets of 5 if the person is let's say beginner. Overhead pressing. Okay, hip thrust, I'm not sure about these. Hip thrust, dumbbell flies. Okay, lateral, this is like all shoulder stuff. Triceps extensions, I'm not very fan of having them like so early on, but we could keep them here. Overhead extensions, I don't know what this is. Maybe it's triceps extensions? I don't know. I'm gonna isolate. Okay, so you can see that this process is not like very very organized. I don't have a plan. Like it's a very intuitive process. You just intuitively improve stuff, improve each part until you reach a result that makes sense, basically. So here he's squatting, overhead pressing. What I would do here is make him do Romanian deadlifts first, bench press 5 because 3-5 is too much low volume for bench press. That's 15 reps total. It's too low for the bench press. Okay, then let's go back to this day. Okay, he deadlifts. Okay, deadlift 3-5, that's good. Squat, maybe some very light squatting. Yeah, like 4 sets of 10 light. Dumbbell bench press, pull-ups. Pull-ups is good, but like 2 sets of pull-ups is nothing. Like you should hit the pull-ups harder. Dumbbell rows, dumbbell bench press. Okay, rows I would totally not have them this day because we're already doing pull-ups. So I would move them to this day. Yeah, this day. Dumbbell bench press, overhead press, why not if you have the time. Dumbbell bench press, yeah, that could do it. Incline chest, dumbbell flies. Okay, this is all accessories, so I'm gonna isolate them. Like I'm gonna put, there's a line here, so they're isolated, so they're gonna be accessories, just bonuses. What else can we improve? So there's a lot of things going on here. Pull-ups here, I don't see the point because he's doing pull-ups next day. So here I'm gonna do 5 sets, as many reps as possible. And usually when I tell people as many reps as possible, it means in the first set always leave 1 rep, alright? So it's not really as many reps as possible, but in the end just go full on and do as many as you can. Neutral grip seated cable row. It's all, these names are always funny, like it's so specific. Neutral grip seated. He's doing dumbbell rows here. Okay, he's doing Romanian deadlifts here. And next day he's deadlifting. So yeah, why not? Decline bench press. Yeah, totally remove that. It's pretty much a useless exercise, really. Decline bench press. You better do incline or not flat bench press. Wide grip pull down. I don't see the point, man. Like I'm not used to making programs that take 3 hours to complete, so low cable crossover. I would put this in the first day maybe. Okay. High pullover. I honestly I don't know what this is. Biceps curls. I don't even put curls in training programs. Curls, you basically do them at the end of the session. You just do 2-3 sets, as many reps as you can, and before you go home, like you don't have to get any specific programming really, because your biceps will grow if they're supposed to grow. That's what I say all the time. If you have small biceps, if you think your biceps are small, chances are that they're never going to be as big as people you see on Instagram. So there isn't a point really to do a biceps day with 20 biceps exercises with all the different hand angles and shit like that. It really doesn't matter. Just hit them from time to time, every week, maybe twice a week. You don't have to get so serious about it. So that's my point. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Hip thrust, man. Like, there's no point. Like, you squat, you do remaining deadlifts, you do deadlifts. Like, there's no need to add another glutes exercise. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this. Dumbbell flies, triceps extensions. Yeah, just leave it. Let's leave it as an accessory. Low cable crossover. So there's another thing when you make programs, that you need to think about how to switch machines. Okay, so if I tell you do squats and go to some cable machine and wait, okay, and then come back to the rack and do overhead pressing, it's really fucking annoying, because you need a bar to squat, a rack to squat, and then you need to give them away back and go train with the machine, and then come back and need to find a bar and find a new rack. So that's annoying. So when I make programs, I try to make the transition from an exercise to another very like smooth, basically. So okay, here he's squatting, overhead pressing in the same rack. Then he needs dumbbells. Okay, so there's a thing I like to do is circuits. So when training is too long, I like to do circuits. So I'm gonna do here circuit 2 sets. Dumbbell rows 12. No, let's make it 10. Dumbbell flies, yeah, okay. Low, I don't know what this is, so if you want to do it, just do it whenever you want. Triceps extensions, no need. Biceps curls, whatever. Just do curls after you finish your session. Cable row, so that makes your rows this day and this day. Yeah, why not? Like, I don't have any big issue with it. Hammer curls again. I don't see the point. Face pulls are good exercises for the upper back, for the smaller muscles of the upper back, so I'd leave them right there. And I could even put them, I'd rather move them, to be honest. Okay, pull-ups is good, deadlift is good, overhead press. Okay, so I would put the overhead press after the squats. Dumbbell bench press. Incline chest dumbbell flies. Wow. Okay, so these are the exercises, like flies, but on a... Wow, man, I don't know what exercise this is. Incline chest dumbbell flies. So what, you're gonna have your chest inclined and then you're gonna do flies with dumbbells, okay? It's again very, very specific. What I don't like about this day, okay guys, I'm jumping from a day to another, so Like I told you, it's not like a linear process. What I don't like about this day is that we're hitting shoulders very, very, very hard. Okay, I don't like that. I don't like that. Why? Because next day you have bench pressing, so you don't want to kill your delts. Okay, so here what I'm going to do. We're going to hit these after your bench press day. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this here. Okay, all right. Okay, squats or press. So here we need to find something to put in this circuit, because otherwise it's not a circuit. I don't want to do dumbbell bench press here, okay, because I don't want to put this in the first day, because we're bench pressing the next day. Yeah, we could do lunges, to be honest, like to really kill these squats. And also he'd use dumbbells for lunges too, so that's fine. Man, you're very you have a lot of balls to want to do 16 reps of lunges. That's like long as fuck. That's 32 reps, 16 with each foot. So yeah, very courageous. Dumbbell bench press, yeah, why not? Incline chest, I don't know what this is. I'm just gonna take the easy way and delete it. Face pulls, okay. Circuit, okay. Dumbbell bench press, face pulls. By the way, guys, for face pulls you can use resistance bands. You don't need to wait at the cable machine. I hate waiting at the cable machine. Okay, neutral grip, seated row. Why not? Okay, so what do we see here, guys? Two big lifts, two big lifts, and here we have a lot of big lifts. So you know what? Let's go ahead and put pull-ups this day, so it's a bit more balanced. Okay. I like what I see here. I could probably improve it a little bit. I don't want to make this video way too long, so it makes some kind of sense compared to this. Also, you won't spend like 3 hours in the gym every session. Okay, let me see. So if you want to do like stuff like biceps or triceps or stuff like that, just go ahead and do them whichever day makes sense. Like you could don't do them this day because you're bench pressing. So don't kill your triceps this day because you're bench pressing the next day. Okay, next session. What else? When it comes to the biceps, just hit them hard, man. Like, that's all I have to say. As many reps as possible. Doesn't matter what kind of exercise you use, really. Your biceps are going to grow. I always say that, guys. People with big biceps never typed on Google how to get big biceps because they just got them, and there isn't like a magic solution. I even ask like people, whenever I see a guy with big biceps, I ask them what they do. And you ask 10 people, you will have 10 different answers. Some people hit them once a week very hard. Some people hit them like just a little bit every session. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, anyway, let's get back to it. So I like what I see here. Now, last thing I could do is maybe try to improve the volume, the sets and the reps. Here I'm happy with this. Dumbbell rows, yeah. Lunges, I mean, that's too long for me. I fucking hate lunges, but like, go ahead if you like doing it. There's one issue here, and that you're going to often notice, is that sometimes the limiting part is not for example, in the lunges, it won't be the quads. It will be your grip, because you're going to be holding dumbbells in your hands, or maybe it's going to be the bar in your on your back. And for example, in front squats, sometimes what kills you first is not your quads, it's your front rack position at front squats. So there's something to take into consideration, and when you go as high as 16 reps, it's worth wondering if it isn't better to use machines. So you know that, of course, I'm not a big fan of machines. I just say to beginners, man, don't use machines, don't waste your time. But if you go for this stuff, it's worth maybe doing leg extensions or some stuff like that. All right, Romanian deadlifts, 3 sets of 8, seems honest. Bench press, yes. Cable rows, that's too low. Okay, let's do 3 sets instead of 2. Okay, lateral raises, dumbbell flies. Okay, it seems fair. 15, 20, like this kind of small muscles like a lot of volume, so go ahead and give them 15 and 20, and you can't like really overload them that much. You can't like put 30 kilos on each hand on lateral raises, except if you're like lifting like you're doing the Harlem Shake. Okay, so if you want to do it like really clean and really concentrated and really focus on the target muscles, you shouldn't put a lot of weights anyway. So it's better to increase reps than to increase weight. Okay, deadlift 3-5, squats 10-10, 4 of 10. Okay, overhead press. Yeah, 312. Yeah, it might be a little bit too much, to be honest. We do 2-6 here, so I'll just make it. Okay, what am I doing here? Okay, 310. So I make it like this: 210, 210. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much about it, really. Circuit, 2 sets, 2, 2, 3 sets. Dumbbell bench press, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. It's good. Of course, it could be improved if I take more time adjusting every little thing. But I'm pretty happy with this. It's much better than this. It takes less time. It gives more time for recovery, really. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Thanks, guys, for watching, and ask me any question you have.